the rebound. MP's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark. Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Tatum against MP. Over MP. Again, the miss by the Celtics. So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Magic.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
That was a coach's dream, to get that kind of effort and intensity on the glass, and for it to pay those kinds of dividends, critical.
White with it. A 23-point game for him in the win against Indiana. Pass to Porzingis. Now here is Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Offline with his 3. Philadelphia leading by 14. MP inside. Guarded by Holiday. And that one's good. Maxey.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
Well, it's not often you see someone be this impactful on the defensive end, but that's what makes him special. I mean, he's been doing all the little things that don't necessarily show up in the box score, but you can bet his coach and teammates know that he's been carrying the team with his D.
Now here is Holiday. Hasn't made one yet. And the rejection by MP. It's Brown on the wing. Guarded by Green. 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. The 3 from Tatum.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
The try. Oh!
Yes.
Goodness.
Boy, MP, what a fancy finish.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so White will bring it up for Boston. 19-point game. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Here's McCain. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Pass to Maxey. For 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Celtics trail by 17. Trying to find Maxey and gets it to him. And it goes down 2 points.
Well, Derek White fearless on the interior right there. Tremendous finish.
Philadelphia's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Brown. Boston's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Tatum goes back up. He lays it in. Tatum's got 7 points.
Well, you see the effectiveness of Jason Tatum in close. Don't sleep on both his strength and his length.
Wide open look. Good on the jump shot.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Doris, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes, they led the league in attempts. But obviously, your 2 best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
And we got a chance to find out some scoop coming out of Atlanta. Shams what's the story on the Hawks?
Thanks, Kevin. They were looking for versatility and selflessness, and I don't know who fits that description better than Naz Reid. He's a guy who does everything and anything for his team. A very quality pickup for them.
Thanks so much for the report, Shams. 4 on the clock. Brown, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
MP with a screen on White. Here's McCain. Good, and the assist goes to MP. McCain's got his second basket. Celtics trail by 16. On the wing, Holiday. Next to Porzingis. Outside, White. Embiid with the steal. MP deciding where to go with it. And the wide open shot from Green. No good from outside.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Back to Brown. Fires from deep. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. MP's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Green. Back to MP. And he makes good on the layup. MP's got 12.
MP showing he's willing to engage the contact in the painted area. Overcome the challenges, young sir.
Outside, White. Back to Brown. White setting the pick for Brown. White with it. 6 to shoot. Trying to end the drought. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 5.
Well, that's the intelligence that Derek White plays with. This guy in pick-and-roll action always seems to make the right decision. Oh, gentlemen. My goodness, step back.
That was incredible. And the Celtics with possession here. Trailing by 17. And stolen by MP. Here's McCain. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Well, you can see MP not afraid to take chances defensively, comes up with the steal, and gets his team in transition.
MP against Tatum. And again, it's Boston converting.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
So, Doris, for a coaching staff, what's the best approach to the second game of a back-to-back?
For me, Kevin, a back-to-back is about 2 things. It's about maturity, 1, but you also have to manage both games. Look at the minutes of the first game and try to balance them in the second game, particularly when you're talking about your veterans.
And what I love about MP, his work ethic. He's someone that wants to keep getting better and better.
Wilson kicks to Allen. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Here's Kendall. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Brown outside. No good with the triple.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Grant, that's good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Magic was sensational. He had 56 points, and the points were just the start of it. He joined an elite few by walking away with a quadruple-double. The numbers he put up were really impressive, and he's somebody everybody loves watching. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Wants to get it to Reeves, and does. MP passes to Reeves. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. The drive by MP. MP with a screen on Brown. Grant gets a wide open look. MP on the follow.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Pass to Dosunmu. Brown feeling it out a bit. Over Grant. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. MP has been leading the charge for the 76ers. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We come back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the 76ers.
And, guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Wilson out there with Tatum. Then it's Dosunmu. Then it's Isaiah Jackson. And it's Allen in at shooting guard.
Nice pass by MP, showing how unselfish he can be.
Outside Tatum. Drains it from beyond the arc. Tatum's got 12.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Tatum against MP. To the middle. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic. And then on Thursday, they'll tip off a road trip in Charlotte where they'll take on the Hornets.
And looking at the matchup with the Heat, it won't be an easy one given it is coming on the back end of a back-to-back. But they've been playing some fantastic basketball lately. And when you are winning back-to-backs, you're feeling good about yourself.
Jackson, a screen on Maxey. Down low. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts. And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And the Celtics with possession here. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit, and that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. Now here's Dosunmu. He's covered by Maxey. Tatum wide open. He fires one, and it's off from three-point range. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And checking out some numbers for Derek White.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And here is Allen. 14 points from him the last game against Indiana.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
MP passes to Green. Here's Bona. Launches it. Jason Tatum grabs the board. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Now here's Dosunmu. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Indiana.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
Maxey kicks to MP. Into the lane, to the wing on the left. There's Green with the 3, buries the long-range jumper. Green's got 10 points in the game.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Pass to Tatum. Outside Jackson. Wilson with it, guarded by Green. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender. And the rejection by Jackson. MP passes to Maxey. MP kicks to Green. Clock at 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. So, Doris, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner three now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Zingas, he's checked in for Isaiah Jackson. And it's Holiday in for Allen. Philadelphia has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots, 6 of 13.
Putting his size to use. Green's got great length, and it helps him there inside.
In the corner, Tatum with it. Off target from outside.
Absolutely tenacious, guys. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
Here's Maxey. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And that's now 10 points for Tyrese Maxey. Here's Dosunmu. He has yet to score. Drills it from outside.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
My goodness. That dunk from MP is usually what you see on the blacktop.
For Boston, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. And MP throws it down hard.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Pass to Tatum. Takes a 3. That one's not going to go. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Yep, that one goes in there.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Boston shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Now, Dosunmu. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Back to Wilson. This one for 3. It's hauled in by MP. Wilson's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. MP kicks to Maxey. And stolen by Tatum. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Over Maxey. Tatum no good. Philadelphia shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. Off target with his 3.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
On the wing, MP. Pass to Bona. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound, Boston. Holiday with it. Scoreless thus far. Tatum passes to Wilson. Up top, Tatum. Covered by MP.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, "We can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger." Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
Here's Kendall. And MP throws it down hard.
MP is in a great rhythm right now. It behooves this team to just keep feeding this young guy.
The Celtics shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. Cans it from downtown.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
MP sets the screen for Maxey. Outside, Green. On the wing, MP. Guarded by Tatum. MP sets the screen for Green. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. In the corner, Tatum with it. Tatum with another miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
McCain, good, and the assist goes to MP. McCain's got 11.
Well, MP might be young, but looking like a veteran with that read and setup.
Now, here's Dosunmu. He's tightly guarded. Tatum, that's for 2. Tatum with another miss.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it.
Wow, hammering it in!
Oh, man, I love to see that. MP elevating.
And so White will bring it up for Boston. It's stolen by Jones. And now Philadelphia on the break. And MP throws it down.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
If I'm playing with MP right now and I have the basketball, I am finding that guy.
.156 left in the first half. Pass to Holiday. Brown sets a screen for Holiday. Boston, no good that time either. Philadelphia's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Here's McCain. 11 points in the game. Here's Maxey. There's the drive, and he uses the glass on the layup. Maxey's got 6 in the quarter.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And you see the unselfishness right there. Brown wanting to keep his teammates involved.
2 open that time, made it look too easy. Maxey's got 14 points. Boston shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Outside, White. Back to Brown. Takes the 3. They get the rebound. Jackson. And the rejection by MP. And the 76ers making a change here. Council's checked in. There's Brown with the 3, and a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be on. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review.
The previous play is under review.
Personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
For just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Embiid. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Holiday, the pass to Jackson. Here's Brown. And the rejection by MP. Fires from way outside. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Philadelphia ahead, opening up a huge gap. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports.
And hello, everybody.
When you outwork your opponent like this, getting those extra shots, it just shows your guys want it more, man.
Yeah, talent is one thing, but there's no replacement for hustle and effort.
And moving on, let's take a peek at how the... And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
MP out there with Jalen Green. Then there's Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's McCain in at the 2-guard spot. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Here's Holiday. No scoring in this one. Tatum on the wing. And here's Porzingis for a 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. MP kicks to Maxey. Here's the 3. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
Brown outside. From the wing. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. The drive by MP. And the dunk by MP.
Excellent read by MP there. Just takes advantage of the opening.
And stolen by MP. He takes it in, and MP throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Out to Porzingis. To the inside. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Brown. Lets the 3 fly. And no good that time.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
MP with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. And it's Green. Missing.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
White, good.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White, rise and fire from 3-point, and it is on target.
MP finds Green, fires the 3. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Green's got 17 now.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Tatum on the wing. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
But how about the answer from Jason Tatum? Say it with your chest, Jason.
You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
Holiday dishes to White. Misses the three. Philadelphia's gotten the three ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
What heart by MP, going through contact there and converting.
He shot 5 of 6 at the foul line. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Boston. Some solid defense from Maxey. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. The drive by MP. And yes, it's good. MP's got 48.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Out to White. Back to Tatum. They need this. Tries again. And it's White missing. The 76ers have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Porzingis.
I really don't think there's a more impactful player in the league. Even on nights when his stats don't show it, Embiid changes everything when he's on the floor.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Austin Reeves comes in for Maxey, and a change for the Celtics. Jackson's checked in. Pass to Holiday. Brown outside. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back. What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Austin's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. To the paint, and the dunk by Jackson.
But Jaylen Brown getting better and better in pick-and-roll situations. There's a real willingness to give up the basketball.
MP finds Green. MP sets the screen for Green, and the shot goes in. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again. What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
MP passes to Green. MP sets the screen for Green. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Green's got 22.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Over in the corner, Brown. Outside, White. Tatum setting the pick for White. Back to Brown. The 3. That shot off the mark. Philadelphia's gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. From deep, Green. The offensive rebound, Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And talk about effort. Embiid staying with that one.
Stolen away, and he's got a 5-by-5. Stolen by Jackson. And here's Holiday, still without a basket. Pass to Tatum. Brown outside. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the 76ers.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
White the pass to Tatum. Jackson down low, working on Grant. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Let's quickly now take a peek at the league leaders in blocks. MP is number 1.
What an intimidator he is in the paint. I mean, he's shot to the top of that leaderboard, and nobody feels comfortable putting a shot up around him right now.
Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for White.
That's MP with some bad intentions on his way to the cup.
The Celtics shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Reeves gets the bucket. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
MP against Tatum. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Pass to Council. Reeves outside. Here's Yabusele. Just 5 to shoot. MP passes to Reeves. And here is Grant. Here's Kendall.
Talk about a guy who never gives up. MP showing great effort.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Boston shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Outside Holiday. Inside. Here's Tatum. Pass to Jackson. Back to Tatum. To end the drought, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Jason Tatum. Averaging about 27 points per, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
The drive by MP.
A power move by MP. Could have been an and one there.
Celtics on offense. Outside Wilson. Jackson with the screen. Dosunmu, shot's good. Dosunmu's got 6.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a three-pointer. That's a bad decision.
And MP throws it down.
It's one thing to take it to the paint, but MP able to complete the drive as well.
Pass to Wilson. Over in the corner, Brown. Looking to end his cold spell. The rebound by Yabusele. And so MP will bring it up for Philadelphia, and it's Grant in the corner. Reeves the pass to MP. Beyond the arc. Reeves can't hit. The Celtics shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, "I've always felt like I belong." It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, "Is this confidence or cockiness?" He told her, "You're basically kind of the same thing." Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. 6 to shoot. Here's Dosunmu. The rebound by Yabusele. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Back to Reeves. Pass to Grant. From outside the arc. At the elbow, it's MP. Grant outside. Yabusele kicks to MP. Here's Reeves. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Ball's knocked loose, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP.
Looking now at the numbers for Jackson. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. And he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And you mentioned it, he's the second best shooter in the league right now. Quick trigger with just a little bit better footwork. He could take over that top spot to end the cold streak. And there's the bucket from Dosunmu. Dosunmu's got 5 points now this quarter. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And there's the bucket from Dosunmu. Dosunmu's got 10 points.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Pass to Council. Now, MP. MP sets the screen for Reeves. Rebounded by the Celtics.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Now, here's Brown. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Celtics, Jason Tatum is out there with Jackson. Then there's Grayson Allen. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's Wilson in at the 3 spot. Now Dosunmu. Tatum with it. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Tatum's got 26.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
And MP throws it down hard.
Well, MP launches himself straight off the drive, turning his speed into some hang time.
And here's Tatum for 3. It's hauled in by MP. The 76ers shooting a magnificent 69% in this game. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
The Celtics shooting about 35% from the floor, not much falling for them. Here's Dosunmu. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
A nice shot by MP.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Allen outside. Pass to Dosunmu. Tatum with a screen on Reeves. Outside Tatum. 3-pointer. Cranes the 3-pointer. He's got 29 points.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Jones, the pass to MP. MP sets the screen for Reeves. Offensive rebound, and no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Pass to Jackson. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. Pulls it up. And another basket for Boston.
You love that this guy doesn't get down on himself after a rough first half. Keep your composure and keep grinding.
Again, what an avalanche!
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for the Celtics. You know, Doris, I'm not sure many people take into account what a grind the NBA season is.
I couldn't agree more, Kevin. And listen, these guys have the best of what's available. They stay at top quality hotels. They have incredible professionals that take care of them. But there is no making up for a lack of sleep when you've played a game at 8 o'clock at night, you leave the arena at 1, and you may arrive in your next city at 4 or 5 a.m. and tip off that night at 7, and this goes on week after week. It is not easy.
Now, here's Dosunmu, guarded closely. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. The drive by MP. That one goes. Count it.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Reeves against Holiday. Dosunmu, the pass to Allen. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more...
The previous play is under 2 minutes to review.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay review.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Grant is checked in for Derek Jones. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Tatum passes to Dosunmu. Pass to Allen. Free throw line jump shot. Jump shot is good that time.
Assisted.
76ers have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Screen by MP. Another possession, another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. Pass to Dosunmu. Jackson with the screen. Here's Tatum. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Here's Kendall. And MP throws it down.
Look at MP getting slick with it. That's a great move to have at the ready.
For Boston, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Tatum gets the bucket.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Kicks it out to Grant. MP against Tatum. No good from Grant.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Outside Holiday. And the 3 off target.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net. You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Reeves against Holiday. Pass to Dosunmu. 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Council's got 6 rebounds in the game. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Reeves finds MP.
I love the emphasis right there by MP, sending a message to the defense.
Boston has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. On the wing, Dosunmu. Every year, Doris, the NBA has a few points of emphasis they want to make. Anything you'd like to see emphasized?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, one thing that has to happen is we have got to give the defense a greater chance to succeed. We've tilted the game too heavily in the offense's favor, meaning too often at the rim, there's foul shots given for marginal contact. I think the defense has got to become more involved in the outcome of games.
And MP still gets the shot in the air. Other young guys might have folded under that foul, but he's able to get to the line.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Isaiah Jackson comes in for Porzingis, and it's Drew Holiday in for Dosunmu. Here's White. Brown outside. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. White wide open. He fires. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Yeah, on the catch-and-shoot game, Derek White very assertive, ready to react.
MP, no good. Boston's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Brown dishes to Holiday. And here's Tatum for 3. Doesn't go for him.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
MP kicks to Grant. Kicks it out to MP. Pass to Reeves. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And we talk about Derek White, Doris. How impressive has his rise been?
Kevin, it's been both impressive and sometimes feels improbable. He was not highly recruited. There were no expectations on him when he arrived in the NBA. This guy has turned himself into one of the premier defenders from the guard spot, an excellent shot blocker, and so rock steady as a ball handler on the offensive end.
Tatum passes to White. Another shot. There's another block.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
GA, he is not messing around in this one. MP passes to Reeves. MP kicks to Yabusele. 76ers moving the ball around. To the middle. It balls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him. And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Greg, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
And here's Porzingis for a 3.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
There's the 3. McCain's shot is off. Boston shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Brown dishes to Tatum. It's good from the top of the key. Tatum's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Reeves right side. Yabusele kicks to MP. There's the triple. And again, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Brown against Jones. Right block shot, and the rejection by MP. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And Holiday kicks to Brown. To the paint, Tatum again with the block. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
And another assist for him.
And this man keeps dropping times, tied for the 4th most ever in an NBA game.
The vision and the passing from him, just unreal, guy. Philadelphia's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the 4th quarter so far. And MP throws it down hard.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Well, the Celtics shooting just 34% from the floor. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity, always a plus.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
From the arc. And McCain pulls it down. McCain's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Good, he hits again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the 76ers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And another assist.
And the passing display just doesn't end. Tally up another assist for him.
That one will put him tied for 3rd in the all-time assist list. One of the best games I've ever seen. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
Well, you want Kristaps Porzingis to insert himself off the rebounding aspect, go to the offensive board, and cash in.
MP passes to Reeves. Over Holiday. And another assist for him.
Another score and another assist to you-know-who. He continues to engineer good look.
And that last pass, and again another assist.
And he has passed his way into the history books. That assist putting him even for the top spot all time.
Well, easily one of the best passing performances of all time, and his next assist will set him apart from everyone. That's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Another possession. Another assist.
He set a new single-game high for assists, transcending his own previous record. Take notes at home because class is in session.
And his ability to manipulate the defense to create opportunities for his teammates is unlike anything we've seen before. You have to go back to the greats, and he is certainly one of them. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Brown wide open. He fires. That's good. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of the crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know,